What you're going to see is part of the second flight and then all of the fourth flight. And the reason for that is that I had to make some serious adjustment to the elevator as soon as I launched it to perform the maiden. It just wanted to pull skyward the whole time. So I had to cut the maiden flight short, get that adjustment made. And these flights are after a couple of adjustments. So here it goes.
For 6 minutes. Alright, starting my timer. Alright, hand launch. Launching. My prop is getting a little noisy. Pretty good slow flight, huh? I've got about, I would say about 3 to 4 on the wind. Not bad out here at all. But look at that. That's pretty darn good in fully stabilized mode. I got a bird chasing it. It's a hummingbird. You get a good tight turn radius with some aileron, a little bit of rudder. I'm surprised that you can turn that so tightly in fully stabilized mode. Alright, let's put it into mid mode. How about that? I'm also surprised at how much power it has and just how much flight time you're going to get out of it, because I think the way I fly, you know, mixed mode flying, I think that I am going to be able to get about 8 to 9 minutes of flight out of it. Okay, now let's see if we can put it in full manual mode, see what it does. Okay, I think we've got it in full manual mode now. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, we do. Otherwise the gyro would have tipped it back over there. I've got the stock LiPo in it. I'm flying it with the stock transmitter. Alright, let's go over here and see if we can do another. Ooh, tight turn. Split S. Stay out of the sun. It's not bad on the stock TX, but you know compared to these other planes that I've flown in full manual mode, but a little twitchy. Not bad at all. The next flight that I put on this, we're still in full manual mode. The next flight that I put on this, isn't that a good roll rate? Got a barrel roll there. The next flight that I put on this, I'm going to use the TX16S just to see how well it flies in full manual mode with a hobby grade TX. You know, it's going to be tons better. Just a little twitchy for me on the ailerons and on the elevator. Not too, it's a lot better if you slow down. Yeah. Than flying it fast. Takes a little getting used to. Alright, now let's see if we can bring it in and set it down without stalling it. Alright, launching. Okay, let's see here. Well, at cruising speed, it seems like it's holding its line now. It's not nosing up like it was. Oh, that's good. Ooh, that's what I get for trying to walk and fly at the same time. It's a beauty. Nice looking P51 Mustang, and the controls are really, really smooth in fully stabilized mode, you know. Yeah, so for a beginner Warbird, I think it would work out just fine in fully stabilized mode. What do you think? Seems like it's holding its line pretty well now. Not zooming like it was. You got to be careful in fully stabilized mode because there's not a lot of elevator authority in fully stabilized mode, guys, especially if you're going slow. You don't get a lot of pitch in the elevator. But handles really nice in fully stabilized mode. Let's bring it back down along the road. See if we can slow it down a little bit without stalling it. I've stalled it plenty so far. These P51s, you can't get too slow with them or else they'll drop a wing on you, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. I'm initiating my turn with a little bit of rudder. A little bit of rudder right there. It does have really good rudder authority. I think they needed just a little more elevator authority in fully stabilized mode, but that's a pretty nice flying little P51 Mustang. I love the fact that this thing is 2S brushless. Look at that, isn't that nice? Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to have a problem flying this in fully stabilized mode. That's pretty sweet. Just don't get too slow with it. You've been warned. I was pushing the elevator down a little bit there to get it to descend. But pretty slick, man. I hope we see a lot more of these. I hope that Eachine comes out with a full line of these. What I would really like to see in the future, if anybody's listening, I would like to see some 2S to 3S brushless Warbirds that are sub 250 gram, that are around 650 millimeter wingspan. That is what I would like to see. That's my hope. Okay, so I think we've demonstrated a lot today on our first flight session. So I'll make one more circuit here and we'll bring it in and land it. I think we've I think we, and there goes my timer, I think that we have demonstrated it in all three modes, right? Fully stabilized mode, mid mode, full manual mode. And while it's a little bit of a handful for me, because I'm not soft on the controls, a little bit of a handful for me in full manual mode with the stock transmitter, it is not nearly as much of a handful as most of these planes I've seen. So I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. I would recommend this as a beginner warbird. But anyway, the next flight will be with the TX16S, so stay tuned for that. I do recommend it as a beginner warbird. You're going to have a lot of fun with it in fully stabilized mode. You might have a lot of fun with it in full manual mode if you're softer on the controls than I am, but it's a bit twitchy for me. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.